The iPad. Tens of millions of people around the world use it to check stocks, collaborate with colleagues, connect with family, read the latest thriller, play games with friends, organize your day, help you take your medicine. The list goes on and on. And now, it's yours. Maybe you got it as a gift. Maybe you finally splurged and brought yourself into the latest generation. Or maybe you plan to give it as a gift to a loved one. Either way, you've finally done it. You've gotten your hands on an iPad. Probably the coolest, most useful little helper to come along in decades. Just think, a few years back, you'd need to hire a living, breathing assistant to help you with many tasks the iPad can perform right out of the box. Whether you're connecting with the kids, browsing books on the fly, or taking care of business from the plane, the iPad is your indispensable tool. But like any tool, it's useless if you don't know how to operate it properly. In fact, if you don't know what you're doing, you can end up doing more harm than good. No, learning to use an iPad isn't rocket science, but it's not always the easiest thing to grasp either. It can even be a bit embarrassing. You see your friends and colleagues tapping away as if they've been iPad sleuths all their lives. Meanwhile, you find yourself taking 2 steps forward, then 1 step back, taking 3 times as long to do something you know should be simple. Well, that's why I created this iPad video training program. With 19 carefully selected, professionally produced videos, this course puts the power of the iPad literally at your fingertips, and you don't have to worry about the videos confusing you even further. We've taken great care to make sure that each video is clear and concise, introducing you to one function at a time and showing you exactly how to use it to the fullest. When you're done, you'll be well versed in all of your iPad's major features, and with a little practice, you'll find yourself zipping along like a pro. Within minutes of downloading these step-by-step iPad video tutorials, you'll learn how to fully customize your iPad so it works for you and not the other way around. Zoom, snap, and organize photos with ease. Keep up to date with all your events and appointments at a glance. Store contact info for all your friends, family, and colleagues, and get in touch with them in more ways than you can count. Learn how to quickly connect to any available network in your area without floundering around and losing valuable time. Set up your very own Wi-Fi hotspot to allow anyone in your area to access the internet. Constantly keep in contact with fellow iPad, iPod, and iPhone users through Apple's iMessage app, as well as create or configure your email account. Crank the tunes, either through your iPad speakers or headphones. Find out where you're at and how to get where you're going with a minimum of grief, including how to drop pins on the map for instant access. Learn the current weather conditions and forecast, no matter where you are. Plus, you can see exactly what forecasters predict by the hour. Imagine, no more of this. Harness the unbelievable power of iPad apps. How to find them, buy them, and get them up and running. Keep in the good graces of the flight crew by putting your iPad in airplane mode. Make your iPad come alive with your very own sound scheme. Keep your most treasured photos near and dear by using them as a wallpaper on your iPad. Set your iPad to display text in a larger font, or even talk back to you. Instantly search your iPad for any scrap of info you happen to need. Messages, videos, apps, contacts, you name it. Connect external devices like a headset or a full-size keyboard to your iPad in a flash. And much more besides. Can you believe one little piece of plastic and microchips can do all that and more? It's a little daunting, isn't it? So why waste your time trying to figure it all out on your own? Take advantage of the video guidance offered in these tutorials and relax, knowing that you're not going to miss something. That's right. No slapping yourself in the forehead when you discover 10 months down the line that it's laughably simple to perform that function that used to take an eternity. Or worse, that your iPad can in fact do something you always thought it couldn't. With this iPad video series, I take a systematic approach to teaching you all you need to know to get a firm grasp on your iPad and its capabilities. Plus, you can use the techniques you learned to explore the endless variety of apps out there that can turn your iPad into so much more than a plain vanilla PDA. I created these videos so that anyone from a determined grandma to an office worker pressed for time will be able to get the most out of it. This might seem contradictory, but it's really not. Everything is neatly organized and presented in small chunks. Don't want to learn about Bluetooth? You don't have to. Concentrate on mapping and Spotlight instead. Just want to get the basics down? Hold off on the more advanced features for a while. So, the question comes down to this. How much time do you have to lose? Be honest with yourself. You know that if you try to learn the ins and outs of the iPad on your own, you're going to be there a while. And you're going to get frustrated when things don't work quite the way you think they should. And that, in turn, is going to cost you even more time. When will it end? If time is money, how much can you afford to waste? Especially when you consider the cost. Since this easy-to-follow iPad video training program is for everyone who might need a little help getting up and running with their iPad, I had to make sure that everyone could afford the price tag, even if they couldn't afford an iPad themselves. The information and techniques I demonstrate in these videos can save you hundreds of dollars worth of wasted time if you're using this for business, or a whole lot of banging your head against the wall if you're using it primarily for pleasure. But today, I'm only asking $77 for the complete package. What's inside? Take a look. Setup and initial customization, camera and photo organization, calendar viewing, creation, and maintenance, contacts, Wi-Fi connectivity, hotspot setup, and network speed breakdown, messaging, music, maps, clock, weather, app searching, purchasing and management, wallpaper, screen brightness, airplane mode, sound customization, accessibility, spotlight, Bluetooth connectivity, resetting to factory defaults. Now, how long do you think it would take you to muddle through all this on your own? A few hours? A day? A few weeks? Longer? Click the order button below. Download the entire video package, and you could be mastering the most important iPad features within minutes. Before you buy, here's something you should know. We're here to help you learn the iPad much more quickly than you otherwise could. If, after purchasing the course and watching the videos, you don't feel I've done my job, I'll give you a full refund of the purchase price. Okay, I can hear it now. You're saying, so what? Everybody does that. Well, the thing is, other such courses may only give you 7 or 10 or even 30 days to get the most from them. I'm giving you 60. That's right. You have 60 days to try these step-by-step iPad training videos out and get the most you can from it. If at any time within that period you decide that it's not for you, simply contact me for a full refund. And since I use ClickBank as my payment processor, you can rest assured that your transaction will be 100% secure. So, are you ready to make that iPad dance to your tune? Well, there's probably an app for that. But seriously, if you're ready to get down to business and discover all your iPad can do, click below to order. If you bought your own iPad, or someone bought it for you, you owe it to yourself to get up and running ASAP. If you bought one for someone else, this video training program makes the perfect companion gift. Don't leave them mid-river without a paddle. Give them all they need to fire up their iPad and start putting it to good use right away. Click below to order and begin the instant video download. The full power of the iPad awaits you. Still not sure you really need something like this? If you've got an eternity to stumble across functions and features that you could be getting the most from a few minutes from now, well, I wish you luck. But if you're like most of us, and you don't, if instead you're the type of person who doesn't want to fool around when you could be getting your money's worth, just click, and we'll get to work right away. Before you know it, you'll be showing your friends how it's done. So, are you ready? Are you dying to get rid of that boring picture on your screen and make your iPad your own? Are you chomping at the bit to have face-to-face video chat with your brother, your sister, your mom, dad, best friend? Well, what are you waiting for? Let's do it.